Who are you and what school do you represent?
My name's George Foe. I'm the Vice Principal at Charling Collegiate Academy in the West Midlands.
And how do you deliver apps for good?
For the last 3 years, we've had 100 students going through Apps for Good, 50 boys and 50 girls. And what we do is we break it into 6 days. So we kind of have 6 focus days or collapse days, as people would call them. And the students do a different part of the course on each one of those 6 days.
And how do you actually plan the course itself?
This year it's been really good because a lot of the course materials have been much better than we've seen in previous years. So we've taken the course materials that we've had from Apps for Good. We have then put them into lesson plans and presentations. We've mailed them around quite a few teachers that we've got teaching the subject, and then they've gone and they've just tried to deliver that over a day. But it's a bit different when you've got them for a whole day, because you can't just try and teach it as standard lessons. You try and actually make it a bit more of a experience, as if they've got a company or if they're actually app developers, as they would be in the real world.
And how did you adapt these materials that you spoke of?
I think for us mainly we were looking at ways to extend them because they have a longer period of time. The experts that you can get in are really, really good, and because you've got a longer period of time you can bring in experts and talk to people. Trying to have days where the students are presenting at the end as well, so a little mini in-school competition was really great for us this year.
How do your students keep track of their project and their work?
We use our learning gateway, so we have kind of a class site, and each of the students will have folders within that and a little area where they can display their work and hold all of the different files and bits that they produce, as well as paper folders, because they're still scribbling even these days. Yeah.
What tips would you give any other schools going through the whole enrichment thing? What kind of tips would you give them?
I think it's just go for it. I mean, Apps for Good's been an amazing experience for us. We come from quite a difficult area, and some of the experiences that students have had where they've been able to speak to people really in the tech industry, or come down here today maybe to London for the first time and experience amazing tech companies who've been really good to us and present in front of 100 people is an experience that they'll never forget. And we had Team at the Final a couple of years ago, and we're still getting requests from employers to know about this project, because they want to know if they really have done the things that they've done. It's that prestigious, so it's really good for us.
If you could say one thing to teachers about Apps for Good, what would you say would be the number one thing that you would suggest?
I'd say it's the one subject which we've taught which really has combined elements of all of those subjects where it becomes the real world. And if you can teach something to students and they really see that it is the real world, then they will really respect that and they will really flourish within that, and you start to see them actually producing things that any adult will be proud of.
Thank you very much.